the CDs. The alternative to that was when Ansett were going down, literally out of business. And I said on the plane one day to the Ansett people, have you ever got into a room and talked about how you guys could make more money or save money? And I said, not once has management ever asked us for ideas. And I think you're talking the complete reverse of that, is getting people in the room and saying, how do we increase sales, or how do we improve a system or process or whatever it happens to be? And the answers in most cases lie in the heads of the people who do the work, don't they?
Yeah, we found that every time, and it's amazing. You'd be amazed what comes out. Things that you just don't even think of.
Yes, yes. Well, one of our interviews with one of my old mates, Brian Cook, who many people in Perth know as Chief Exec now of Geelong Footy Club, but was Chief Exec of the Eagles. And in the interview with him, we're talking about, what did you do there to transform Geelong? And one of the key things he said was, well, essentially, most of the ideas for change came from the change rooms. Most of the ideas for change came from the players. As much as, you know, managers and coaches don't want to admit that, but really, who cares when you're a, you know, record-breaking AFL club where the ideas come from? And it's the same in a business, isn't it? That who cares where the idea comes from? If it helps us make more money and make more sales and keep people in jobs and help us, you know, cope with these tough times and come out ahead of the competition, who cares where the idea comes from?
Yeah, and the bonus is, if they come up with the idea, they help develop the idea, they will then work with it and commit to it and make it happen. And that's such good value in itself.
Absolutely. We say involvement equals commitment. You want people committed to an idea, you've got to get them involved in the process, don't you?
Yeah, and the best way to get them is to let them to come up with the ideas.
Yes. Now, as we move into 2009, the whole of this year is really going to focus on helping both members and non-members get access to these kinds of ideas and strategies. And we've also talked about the importance of being in an environment where people are positive and talking about what can be done, rather than gloom and doom and newspapers and negative spin and all that kind of stuff. So, as president of the local chambers of commerce and industry, what do you recommend people do, be they members or non-members, when it comes to getting involved with the chambers or coming along to the various events that will be organised?
Well, the good part about the chamber is it's a networking organisation.
Yeah.
So if you come along to hear somebody talk, even if you didn't take anything away from what that person says, and that'd be very, very unusual, you still come away with some more networking, you've met some more people, you've made contacts, you're able to help them, they're able to help you, and you can keep building on those relationships. Networking as a marketing tool has got to be one of the strongest forms of marketing that I reckon almost any business could have, and it's a cheap, enjoyable way of marketing your business. So I'd encourage them to get very involved. We had some fantastic speakers at last year, and especially towards the end of last year, with the likes of Paul Clitheroe. That's very inspiring information, and it really opens up your eyes to what can be done and what's going to happen out there. So yeah, I would encourage people to get very involved in networking. Come along to some of these talks, listen to what people have got to say, ask questions, get involved, and network with others, because they will benefit from it, and bring others along as well, so we can keep expanding that base, because they're only going to benefit from it.
Exactly. It's a win-win-win. Everybody wins out of it. There's no losers. By coming along, you can only learn things or generate business leads. And as you've said in the example you gave, by making phone calls and thinking laterally and radiating out into the marketplace, you do start to generate business very, very quickly, don't you?
And there's a strong culture within the chamber that you can rub off on as well. So you'll go away with that really good culture, that good vibe, that good feeling about what can be done. There's some very, very positive, very successful people in there that you get the chance to network with. That can only be positive for yourself and for your business.
Absolutely. Steve, look, thank you so much for this interview. If people want to touch base with you, what are your contact details?
I'm at the Coaches Consortium. They can ring me on my mobile, 044 88 66 538, or call in our office, 9368 8722, or even better still, catch up with me at one of the chamber events.
Fantastic, Steve. Thanks so much for your time, mate. This interview will go on to the website at the local chambers on the special Strengthen Your Business in the Recession page. And we ask people to share it with your friends, share it round, because it really is about helping each other in 2009 and beyond, strengthen our businesses in this recession. Thanks so much, Steve.
Leigh, you're welcome.
Thanks, Steve. It's Leigh Farnell signing off.